Hello guys, in this video tutorial we are going to consider Css Gradient. Css Gradient. I believe you understand what gradient is all about, but if we don't, I will explain. Gradient is a kind of combining two colors together to form a background. Okay, to form a background. So we are going to be looking at the two types of gradient we have in CSS. We have the one of linear gradient and the one of radial gradient. This one goes with shape, this one goes with direction. Okay, this one has the direction of up, down, right, left. Okay, we have this one have the one of shape. Either we use ellipse or we use cycle. Okay, this one you can equally do diagonal or by angle. Okay, let me start with linear gradient so that we will understand what I mean. Okay, back to our code. I am going to create a file. I will call this file LG, that is linear gradient.html. Okay, I use my HTML version 5. I call it linear gradient. Okay, I'm going to be using the body, okay, to do the gradient. Okay, for me to do that, I have to reduce this image. Let me call this LG. Okay, this is the what I just created. Okay, I move this out here so we can all see what I'm doing. I want to reduce this so that we can be seeing all this page completely and see how this gradient work. Okay, the gradient will be using the body of this our web page. Okay, so I'm going to use my internal CSS here. Okay, just work on the body directly. Okay, I will now save the body. Okay, to write gradient, we now create it as an image. We call something like this background image. Okay, all gradients make use of this background image. Now, instead of writing URL on the source of image, what we are going to do here now is to say linear gradient as a function like this. Linear gradient with this. Okay, inside it now we start specifying. By default, the gradient goes from top to bottom. Okay, in linear gradient, like I say, first of all you put the direction. Okay, then you start putting the color. Okay, we have the color 1. Okay, we have the color 2. Okay, let me comment this. Okay, I comment this first one. Okay, so that we will notice what this is like a comment, a syntax for what we are going to do. So in a linear gradient, first of all, direction goes here, which could be to up, that is to top, to bottom, to right, to left, or we use the gray. Okay, whereby this goes to the color we are missing. But if we didn't use direction, it will use the default direction, which is from top to right. So let's start with the one that doesn't have direction. Let me say red, okay, green, okay, and blue for the gradient. Okay, look at how the body of this page will look like now. I refresh. You see I have this. Okay, we have the red, we have the green, we have the blue, continuously going like that. Okay, let me reduce the image. Let me just use only 2 images to form my gradient. Come back here again to the web browser to test. Okay, you see what I have now, red and blue. Okay, that is for the gradient. Okay, From this result, you notice that these things are very tiny. How do I expand it? Okay, that calls for me giving it percentage. I can say the red has the 50%, okay, whereby the blue can have the rest of the percent. If I come back here and refresh, you see what I have. The red has higher percent than the blue. Okay, let me test it with one color. Let me see what I will have. Okay, just let me say red. Okay, it doesn't work because gradient must make use of at least two colors. Okay, let me say red, green, blue, yellow. Okay, I separated by comma. Don't forget, I can bring this thing down like this, nothing will happen. Okay, I have red, green, blue and yellow. Okay, look at what we have now. Okay, all of them being mixed together, but you can see that yellow is very small. I can increase the width of the yellow by adding it a percentage here. I can see yellow have like 30% of all this color. Okay, if I refresh, oh, it's not reflecting. Okay, there should be no semicolon here, just like this. Yellow have 30% instead of semicolon, 30%. Okay, so that yellow is now bigger than the rest. Okay, let me not add any percent to it. Okay, and okay, let me still use these four colors. Notice that we have the red, the blue, the yellow, just like that, coming from top down to bottom. Okay, because there is no direction. What about if I now put direction here and now say to the direction comes inside this curly bracket, inside this bracket. Okay, let me say to right. I don't know what I'm writing here. Okay, let me say to right. I give my command now. Okay, I want it to move to right. Okay, let me refresh. See that it's now moving to right and it looks more beautiful. Okay, red, green, this is red, green, blue and yellow. Okay, I move to right just like the way I did it here. Okay, let me move to down, the one we have formerly. Let's see what will happen. Okay, we don't have move to down. What we have, sorry, is move to bottom. Move to bottom. Okay. You see what we have, the default one, right? Okay, we can move to bottom, we can move to right, we can move to left. Okay, remember what I'm writing is to left, then the color of my gradient. Okay, I'm now moving from like this to like this, red, green, you know, moving from right to left. Okay, we have diagonal side, which is a kind of let's move to, assuming we want to move like this. This is known as from top to bottom. Okay, so we are moving top bottom. Okay, no, we don't have top bottom. What we have now is top okay, what we have is bottom right. From here we are moving to bottom right. Remember, from here we are moving to bottom right. Okay, we can now from here move to bottom left. Okay, just like that. We can move to top right, or we'll move to like this, top left. Okay, so we have bottom right, bottom left, top right, top left, top left, like this. Okay, this is for diagonal stuff. Okay, let me say now to top left. Okay, and now see what we have. top left. You see this has a kind of more color than this, moving a kind of top left. Okay, you can equally move to top right. Okay, you see it has moved like this, top right. Okay, we can move to maybe bottom right. Okay, which is from bottom like this to right. Okay, you see what we have. This is for the bottom right, and we have bottom left. Okay, this is for the bottom left. You notice that moving to left or moving to right makes this more beautiful. So you do this gradient based on what you really want. Okay, that is for linear gradient. Okay, so let me comment this guy and go for radial gradient. Okay, I have commented this. Okay, let me not comment. Let me just join it together so that I'll comment these two lines. Okay, so I have commented it. So this time around we are looking at radial gradient. This time around it's just very similar with it, but this one goes with shape. Okay, we call it say background image. Remember, background image for this body tag we now say radial. Okay, radial gradient. Okay, like I said, the first one has the shape, whereby the colors now follows, where I can percentage the colors as well, just like the one of linear gradient. Okay, if I didn't specify any shape, it will use the shape of helix. Okay, let me say red, green without any shape. Okay, blue. Okay, let me first of all now put yellow and blue. Okay, let's see what we have. Sample of radial. Okay, this is the one of radial gradient. Okay, let me now put a kind of shape. Let me put a circle shape. Okay, it says let it be circle. Okay, you see what I have. This looks similar to, no, it's supposed to give me a shape. Supposed to give me a shape. Okay guys, I just noticed that new browsers don't really support gradient, because this is supposed to have a shape of circle like this and runs together. Okay, it doesn't really support gradient, but this is how we do gradient. But maybe you can use the one of linear, the one of to left of a thing, and enjoy this whenever you might need it. Okay, so let me make use of the one of linear gradient. Okay, so I refresh. This is what we have. Okay, remember, this doesn't stop you from writing your code, just like a kind of background you have given it now. Okay, let me say welcome to HTML. Okay, then I will now write a header 1 tag that will color this to white. But before that, let me check out the code. See that your HTML stuff will continue to work. The gradient is just a kind of background color. You can use it in any div, any section, even in the body tag, just like the way we did here. Okay, back to this. I can color this to white. Say color white. Okay, then I now use a kind of text shadow. Let me say 30 ps. Okay, 30 ps. 9 ps for the blur, and the color is black. Okay, I have this text shadow here. Okay, back to this code. a look at what I have here. Okay guys, that's it for today's tutorial. Thank you. Bye bye.